If you are watching this right now, it is not random. God guided you here. This message is for you. There is a strange feeling that only certain people understand. It is not sadness. It is not fear. It is something deeper. You wake up in the morning and feel heavy for no clear reason. Your body is fine, but your soul feels tired. Your mind keeps wandering. Your heart keeps searching. You don't know what you are looking for. But you know something is missing. This is the first sign of a chosen one. Most people live on autopilot. They wake up, they work, they eat, they sleep, they repeat. They do not question why they are here. They do not wonder about their purpose. They do not feel the weight of existence, but you do, and that is why life has always felt different for you. From a young age, you noticed things that others didn't. You felt emotions more deeply. You thought more intensely. You saw through lies faster. You were never comfortable with shallow living. You always wanted meaning. Even when you were surrounded by people, you felt alone. Even when you were successful, you felt empty. Even when you were smiling, something inside you was searching. That is because you were never meant to live an ordinary life. You were meant to awaken, and awakening is not comfortable. When someone is chosen, life does not become easier. It becomes heavier. God does not give the strongest battles to the weakest souls. He gives them to the ones who can grow through them. That is why you have been tested so much. That heartbreak you never truly recovered from. That betrayal that changed the way you trust. That loneliness that made you feel invisible. None of it was random. Each moment was designed to shape you. You may not see it now, but every painful experience carved depth into your soul. And depth is what allows you to understand people without words. Have you noticed something about yourself? You feel others' pain. You pick up on their emotions. You sense when something is wrong even if they are smiling. That is not weakness. That is sensitivity. And sensitivity is one of the greatest spiritual gifts. But sensitive people suffer more, because the world is not gentle. It is loud, it is selfish, it is careless, and you were never built for that kind of world. You were built to bring light into it. That is why life feels so heavy. You are carrying something most people are not. You are carrying purpose. There were moments when you wanted to give up, moments when you asked God why your life felt so hard, moments when you felt forgotten. But God never forgot you. He was refining you, just like gold must go through fire to become pure. Your soul had to go through pain to become powerful. Most people never go through that process. They remain comfortable. They remain shallow. But you were pushed. You were forced to grow. That is why you are different now. You don't see the world the same way. You don't tolerate nonsense. You don't crave meaningless connections. You crave truth. You crave depth. You crave something real. That is the mark of a chosen one. You are not meant to blend in. You are meant to stand out. But standing out is lonely. There were times when you felt misunderstood, when people could not see who you truly were, when you were judged for being quiet, for being deep, for being different. But you were never meant to be understood by everyone. You were meant to be recognized by those who can see, and soon, those people will find you. Right now, you are in the waiting phase. This phase feels slow, it feels boring, it feels painful, but it is the most important phase of your life. This is where God is preparing you. Everything you are going through right now is building the version of you that will be able to handle what is coming. If God gave you your destiny too early, it would crush you, so He is strengthening. Silence is where you learn to hear your soul, and your soul has been speaking to you, that voice inside you that says, "There is more for me." That is not imagination, that is calling. You were not born to live small. You were born to become something that inspires others to rise. One day, someone will look at you and see hope. They will feel understood just by being near you. They will feel less alone. And they will not even know why. That is because chosen ones carry a certain frequency, a certain presence. It is not about money. It is not about fame. It is about impact. Your life will matter, but first, you must survive the becoming. The becoming is uncomfortable. It feels like everything is falling apart, but in truth, everything is falling into place. Do not give up now. You are closer than you think. God is not done with you. There comes a moment in the life of every chosen person when everything they once knew begins to feel strange. The old dreams no longer excite you. The old routines no longer satisfy you. The people you once felt connected to begin to feel distant. It can be confusing. You may start to wonder if something is wrong with you. But nothing is wrong. This is what happens when a soul outgrows its surroundings. You are no longer meant to stay where you were. You are being called to move into who you are becoming. Most people never experience this. They remain in the same patterns, the same thoughts, the same cycles. But chosen ones are not allowed to stay the same. Growth is demanded from you. And growth is uncomfortable. You may feel like you are losing people, but in truth, you are shedding what no longer aligns with you. Some relationships were only meant to walk with you for a season. They were not meant to go where you are going. This can feel painful, because you cared deeply. You gave your heart. You tried to understand. But the deeper you go into your true self, the fewer people will be able to follow. And that is not something to be afraid of. It is a sign you are rising. There is a reason you feel pulled toward silence, a reason you enjoy being alone more than you used to, a reason you crave peace more than noise. Your soul is learning how to hear God. And God does not speak in chaos, He speaks in stillness. This is why you have been drawn away from distractions, why certain habits no longer appeal to you, why your heart wants something pure and meaningful. You are being prepared for a higher level of awareness. That awareness will allow you to see things others cannot. You will begin to notice manipulation where others see kindness. You will feel energy where others see nothing. You will sense danger before it appears. This is not imagination, this is spiritual sensitivity, and it is a gift. But every gift must be developed. That is why you had to go through confusion. That is why you had to question everything. That is why you had to feel lost. You were not lost. You were being redirected. There were moments when you prayed for things that never came. You wondered why God did not answer you. But He did. He just answered you in a different way. Sometimes God says no because He has something better. Sometimes He says wait because you are not ready yet. Sometimes He removes things because they would have destroyed you. You may not understand it now, but one day you will look back and be grateful. Grateful that certain doors never opened. Grateful that certain people walked away. Grateful that certain dreams died. Because they made space for something greater. Chosen ones do not get small destinies, they get big ones. But big destinies require big growth. You are not being punished, you are being prepared. Have you noticed how you always seem to learn the hard way? How life pushes you instead of gently guiding you? That is because you are strong enough to handle it. God knows exactly what you can carry, and He knows what He is building in you. There is a leader inside you. A healer, a guide, a light, but that light must first be protected. That is why you had to be alone, so you would not lose yourself trying to fit into places you were never meant to be, so you would learn to trust your inner voice. So you would learn to stand on your own, You are not meant to follow the crowd, you are meant to create a path. And creating a path is lonely, but it is also powerful. One day, people will look at you and feel inspired, not because you are perfect, but because you survived, because you did not give up when everything was dark, because you kept going when no one believed in you. Your story will become someone else's hope, but right now, you are in the quiet stage, the invisible stage, where nothing seems to be happening, but everything is happening. Roots grow in silence. And you are growing roots. Soon, when the time is right, you will rise. And when you rise, you will be strong. So do not rush the process. Do not compare yourself to others. Do not doubt your journey. You are exactly where you need to be. God is working behind the scenes, and what He is preparing for you will be worth every tear you cried, every night you felt alone, every moment you almost gave up. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. There is a moment when a chosen person begins to realize something powerful. They realize that their past did not break them, it built them. Everything you went through was shaping the person you are becoming now. The pain gave you wisdom. The loneliness gave you strength. The heartbreak gave you depth. You are not who you used to be. You see the world differently now. You understand people more clearly. You no longer chase what once distracted you. That is growth. You are becoming more aware, more grounded, more connected to your true self, and with that awareness comes peace. You may still face challenges. You may still feel uncertain at times, but deep down, you are no longer lost. You know there is a purpose inside you. You know your life matters. You are beginning to trust God more. You are beginning to trust yourself, and that is where real power begins. Chosen ones do not need validation from the world. They feel something greater guiding them. They walk with quiet confidence, not because life is easy, but because they know they are not alone. You have survived things that would have destroyed others. You stayed standing when you could have given up. That is not luck, that is divine strength. Your future is not behind you, it is in front of you. The best chapters of your life have not been written yet. There will be people who come into your life and truly see you. There will be opportunities that match your soul. There will be moments that make everything you went through make sense. Do not stop now. Do not shrink yourself. Do not doubt what God placed inside you. You were created for something meaningful, and when the time is right, everything will begin to align. Until then, keep growing, keep believing, keep trusting the process. You are becoming exactly who you were meant to be. If this message touched your heart, make sure you subscribe to this channel. More messages like this are coming, messages to guide you, strengthen you, and remind you who you truly are. You were not meant to walk this path alone, so stay connected, subscribe now, and stay chosen.